Yo, what is going on, everybody? Boy, I'm here with a brand new video for you guys today. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're all feeling good, smelling good, because your boy is back with another video for you guys today in FC26. Today we're trying out some new things, trying out some evos. Haven't done a dedicated evo video in a while. I feel like I haven't done like a dedicated video at all for evos in F26. And for those who are new to the channel, every FC I've done videos where I'm like Evo and players who I really like, and just going with it and let you guys see those Evos perform, and let you know what I think of those Evos and things like that. I haven't really done that this year. It's mostly just been reviews and RTG stuff. So we're gonna be testing out two Evos that I've been working on. You've seen Evos before, obviously. Like I've done the Evo on the video for Sydney Shutterleb. And you've seen like evos feature in videos, but just don't really talk about the evos themselves. Like you've seen McKinney in videos, you've seen Tara in videos, you've seen Caddy Macario in videos. They just don't really talk about the evos that they're in. At the same time, we're testing out a new tactic that I'm working on. Because I've been trying to get the 4-3-3 bracket 2 to work this year. Last year was one of my go-to formations. This year it just doesn't feel good. So I'm trying to figure out what tactics I want to run, what roles I can do to make it a better formation, make it, flow a little bit better, because I feel like what has been lacking when I tried to run the same style that I ran last year is the tiki-taka play style isn't there enough. And I kind of want more offense out of it as well. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get the tiki-taka going, flowing a bit better. And at the same time, also getting, a little bit more offense out of the team. At the same time, today a new patch came out and people are overreacting to it. People are losing their mind, calling it, saying the game's getting too defensive. And it's like, the game's already defensive. So I saw someone say the game's going to now be boring. The game's already been boring. The reason why I don't upload a lot of videos lately is because the game's been boring to me. Like I mostly been avoiding rivals and only playing like the tournaments, because the game itself has been boring because everyone's just playing defensive. Everyone's parking the bus. Everyone has freaking when I see a 4-4-2, a 4-2-3-1 bracket 2, or freaking a 4-4-1-1, I already know it's about to have 9 people in the freaking box. And I already know that's usually what happens. Is 9 people in the box. Even when it comes to like the 4-1-2-1-2, people find a way to make that a formation where there's 9 people in the freaking box. And they just play for the counter. They also nerfed R1 sprinting. People are losing mind over that. Personally, I think it's a good thing that they did. As someone who is a dribbler, I think dribbling should be something that you do out of skill and situational situations where that's a crazy thing to say, situational situations where it makes sense in that time to use an R1 sprint, not from kickoff, just R1 sprint to net, which is what a lot of people do. A lot of people will literally just R1 sprint to net. At the same time, EA's thought process there is that they're trying to nerf the fidget spinning meta a bit, which from what I've heard, people like Pena and Messi are still really good, so it doesn't even freaking matter. Usually when it comes to these nerfs and these updates and these patches, I kind of view it as how people respond to it will tell you, who's actually good at the game and who's not. Because good players are still going to perform regardless. For good players, there'll be some annoyances, but they'll still get the results they were getting before the patch anyways. Bad players, they'll be the ones who kind of like go backwards a little bit, and then they'll get back to it where they weren't once you get used to the patch. Because at the same time, for the most part, you just get used to it. You get used to what the updates were, what the patches were, and what changed, and you just play football. And if you're someone who plays actual football, tiki-taka style, and you're not abusing mechanics, the game plays the same regardless anyways. Like no matter what updates came out in 25, if you play like a passing style where you actually tried to like score legitimate goals and not just abuse mechanics, the game played the same no matter what patch was out, because that takes a little bit more skill to do over abusing exploits. The same thing comes to S24. So yeah, so we're gonna get into some rivals with this squad. We're gonna see how I performed, and before we get into that, I'll show you some of the evos we're going to be showing off, which starting off with Cashapp Morse. So Morse is someone who I put into that keeper evo that came out, because you had like a max 80. And I was like, well, I don't have a max 80 keeper who fits the evo, because total choice is 83. And before this game even came out, back when they first announced keeper evos, I already knew which keepers I wanted to evo. One was Total Joyce, one was Villa Bigsby, one was Lorena, and the other was Morse. Lorena's the only non-American who want the Evo. So for this Evo, it makes Morche very, very close to Total Choice's stats. And it's crazy because Total Choice is 83, whereas Morche is 78. So if they come out with another Evo that's, you know, max 80, max 81, max 82, she will fit that, but Total Choice won't. So she could become even better. At the same time, she has better roles than Total Choice. Total Choice only has Keeper Plus. It doesn't have Super Keeper Plus. So she only has 1 plus versus Morche having 2 pluses. Then when it comes to playstyles, Total Choice doesn't have the kick playstyle. I think she has cross claimer, but she doesn't have far reach. Now for both of them, it doesn't really matter when it comes to far reach. They're both tall keepers. Total Choice is 6'1", which is you know not a short keeper, and Morche is 6'2". Either way, you want to get as many of the meta playstyles on your cards as possible. And the most meta playstyles to have, if you're not someone who's using keeper movement, is far reach and a kick playstyle. Kick playstyle is very good against solo different shots. Far reach is very good against, you know, anything outside the box. If you're someone who move keeper, you definitely want to have, like, you know, close down. Now there was an Evo that came out where you can give a player a deflector. I gave that to Bella Bixby. I didn't give it to Morche because I wasn't thinking about it at that time. Also, you got to do it twice. The second one I gave to Lorena. So again, at that time, I wasn't thinking about putting it on Morche because I was thinking myself, okay, Morche is a 74, she's a silver. It's gonna take a longer time to get her evoed. So let's get these two play styles on people who are closer to being used. I didn't think he was gonna come with an Evo that was going to be max 80, which, you know, put Lorena, who's 82, out of the question, which put Bixby out of the question, who's 81, and as before, put Total Choice out of the question because she's 83. So she looks good statistically. She doesn't look great. Obviously, her kicking stats are low. Her speed's low. Her reflections, you know, aren't great either. Reflex aren't good, not great, good either. But for 78, her stats look very, very good for a 78. And we'll see if the playstyles can carry her outside of that. So we're gonna have her on the basic because it just makes more sense to have her basic to get a boost to every stat instead of just going like 2 stats or, you know, 1 stat. So she goes like 87, 83, you know, a 79, and then an 86. If I play the games and she feels like she needs like an actual dedicated Ken style, then we'll do that. As for our other Evo that we're going to showcase today is Jaden Shaw. A common, I've evoed her in every FC game. She's a very, very, very common you know, person that I use in this game for Evos. One of my favorite players, IRL. We put her into that Born to Shine Evo that came out, so that made her, you know, basically a better striker, even though she's more so when you play on the wing or as a cam. But since we're not using a cam today, we're going to use her as a false 9 striker. Otherwise, we'd just play her as a cam. If I was playing 4-4-1-1, she'd been a cam for a video. But at the same time, her stats for passing isn't great. You want a good passer at her cam spot. So until we can get her an Evo where her passing can be better, I don't want her playing cam, period. But pace for a striker is going to be pretty solid, 88 when it comes to having the engine on. Shooting is okay. The attack position can be a little better. Finishing is okay. Again, it's someone like maybe a Hunter will also be a good choice if you feel like there's not enough pace and not enough shooting. Shot power is pretty solid. Penalties are decent. Volleys are like just green across the board. This is 82. So for 82, we're looking at some pretty good stats for pace and for shooting for 82 rated card, especially when it comes to dribbling. Again, very, very good for an 82 rated card. All things considered, stamina looking decent. Strength could be a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. So we're playing in the 43 back into, like I said before, testing out some new formation stuff. With that being, we have a inverted wing back on both our fullbacks, trying that out, and then we have both our midfielders when it comes to the CMs as playmakers. Instead of usually what I do is I have one on box to box, one playmaker, and I have them on wing back or fullback versatile. So instead, we're just changing up four things. You know, running 2 playmakers and running 2 inverted wingbacks. So I know that's like a long little yap sesh, but I want to like explain things before we get into the games on what we're doing, how we're doing it. So let's get to games and rivals and see if we can cook with the squad. Oh, it's crazy that Jake doesn't get that. for Jayden Shaw. And just sprint through freaking net. Through kickoff. Find some Seeger. One of the things I didn't mention is I turned off precision shooting. Not because I don't like it, but to like test out some different things. Because if anyone's been watching my videos, you notice I've been complaining a lot about what you call it, shot speed. Like I've been having like a lot of like delays on my shooting, and like trying to figure that out. Want to see if regular assisted shooting is faster than precision. Like, is it a precision reason for why like, my shots are taking forever to go off? Fucking god, dude. Let me go for Jayden Shaw. Just constant freaking like at kickoff, this guy's up one, he will immediately freaking hits the freaking team press button. She got stuck on his freaking player. Take it. Gonna move your keeper. I'm gonna take that shot. Jayden's been great, but I know she will be. She's been good at everything I've used her in, so. Trying to win the ball to hit A more than I should have. Should have got a goal there with you, LeBron, but the usual suspect keeper movement showed itself. The lazy pass from Seeger. Tried to switch to Guti right there, but the game just said fuck you. Nice pass from Jayden. Goal for Pepe. Say PP. Just trying to sprint to freaking net. There's someone who overcommits a lot. Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that was. I hit button to pass right there. Like, I tried to do a turn and then pass. He did the turn, but he didn't pass. He just kind of like turned and the ball just kind of like just trickled away a little bit. These passes are taking like an hour to go off. Let's go for Kessler. Going this freaking keeper again. The thing about like rushing out with your keeper, it's the rush out only works so many freaking times. Like you might get someone with it like maybe once if they're like an intelligent fucking player. If they're dumb, then they'll keep falling for it. Araujo's on a run, EA, Y. I didn't hit any buttons to send Araujo on a freaking run. He gets a free goal off that. Thanks, EA. And for those who've been watching my videos, you notice a common issue that I'm having in this game. My players are going on runs, but I don't send them on freaking runs. Particularly my center backs are going on freaking runs. I'm okay with the other goals he scored, but I'm not okay with the fact that he just got that goal. He only gets because one is a turnover, and that turnover happens when my freaking center back is going on a freaking run. Dang, it's King. And I don't mean that in a compliment. The fact that King is having a hard time with freaking Julian Alvarez right there, it's fucking crazy. He loses the header to freaking Julian Alvarez, and he just also gets out physical by him at the same freaking time. That pass took an hour to go off. She needs to be able to get to that. I will be honest with you, like for that one, she needs to be able to get to that goal. She just falls over instead of using her length to actually like stop that shot. We get it with you, LeBron. Yeah, that's the first goal he has scored. I feel like my keeper should have got to stop there. The other ones are like just, you know, the usual bullshit. Not, I won't say bullshit, but like, you know, you shoot it at the freaking the net's gonna go in kind of goals. He has two of those. He has one he doesn't deserve it. He get off the off EA and send my freaking players on a freaking run when I don't send my players on a freaking run. And again, I had the issue every single freaking like game where just at random, my center back just starts running. I'm not playing with counter on, so it's not that I don't hit any buttons to send them on a freaking run. Because why the fuck would I do that? It happens every single freaking game. Not every game I allow a goal off of it, because usually I don't turn the ball over in a situation. Four shots, 4 goals to Jayden Shaw. He also changed kickoff as well. This guy can't create offense for the life of him. Yeah, he has 4 goals, but again, one of those goals is undeserved. Another one the keeper should have got like an easy stop on. The offside trap. It's offside. I already know it's offside. It's not offside trap. But yeah, your team is not as far back as they were before when it comes to freaking, you know, the change made the kickoff. Nice from the captain. Well, that was a very delayed shot. That's the first time today I've noticed my shot feeling delayed. Move to the rescue. You can kind of say that one might have been delayed as well, because we should have had that shot a little sooner. Get that one though. 5 shots, 5 goals to Jayden Shaw. Alright, first game for the squad. Ignore the goal scores. They feel like the defense is actually pretty decent. Like I said, he has, you know, 2 okay goals, 1 he doesn't deserve, then 1 where the keeper should have got the freaking save. But Shaw, you know, other than look, you saw the stats, 5 goals off 7 freaking attempts. You wonder about Busquets, by the way. You're like, hey, you're a Barcelona fan. Where's Busquets? I am 3 out of 5 squads done on Busquets. I just don't have enough fodder to like just complete his SVC because it's pretty expensive. It's almost like 400 freaking K. One of the last 2 squads, you know, they're both 86 rated squads, so just need to get a little bit more fodder, or we'll be done with Busquets. I want to have him done for this particular video, but you know, again, I need more fodder for the last 2 squads. Trying to pass out to Guti, who made a good run, by the way, but the game sent that to freaking name Eula. Here she goes again, Jaden Shaw. The common denominator. Good idea, it's a good pass. Just couldn't get on it with Guti. Thought I had more space than that. Nice Marajo. Another goal with Jaden Shaw. Nice one, captain. I just need more people running in a situation. I try to send Guti in a run after the fact. We definitely want that goal back. Mostly because we're kind of outplaying this dude, but you know, turnovers. Good save from Morshey. More delay right there from the game. It's Dembele. He had a delay in that pass, and you know, Dembele just, you know, shows why he's not a rated card. Jaden Shaw gets a hat trick. That's 8 goals in 2 games for Jaden Shaw. That's also okay with like having her play freaking striker because I know how good she can be. I say it's a lot when it comes to like evil on people. He's just running the fucking net with Dembele. He knows he can't do anything else other than score Dembele, so he's just trying to force it with Dembele. He almost gets a kick-off goal with Dembele right there. Here comes the inevitable, just try to run to the net with Dembele. Come on. I'm just trying to like it's crazy that it's taken that much effort to try to get Dembele off the fucking ball. Like, holy getting carried. Like, if you want to see up one player carry a freaking team, Dembele right there. Araujo on him. I think that was Seager on him. Big LeBron goal. So the reason why I want to get back to playing 4-3-3s is I want more offense, and you get more offense when you use wingers instead of freaking mids, because mids are more defensive. They come back more, and I know that's why people freaking like to play with mids, because they want that extra defensive help. I want more attacking. Move this keeper to the wrong side. Jaden Shaw scores again. 51st minute, by the way. Well, 54th minute. Got to sub out Guti. Nice Meme. Near post, Jaden Shaw. It's working. So we need to fix some things on defense, but we're getting the attack we want to get out of this formation right now. She just can't stop scoring. She just can't stop scoring. 5 goals last game, 6 goals this game. We are stat padding with this card now. 442. It's gonna park the bus. There's certain information when you see it, you know they're gonna park the bus. That touch from freaking what's his name is really bad from Pepe. He's really, if he doesn't struggle to control that ball, he can do something right there, but he's really having a hard time controlling the freaking ball. Punch from Kessler. Goal. Assist with Jaden Shaw. Take the goal with Pepe. Makes up for his bad touch earlier. Trying to ticky-tack it right there and just don't get the tick to our talk. Come on. Want a ball rolling situation. And some MA. Took us out there. You can argue it should have been a pin right there. I feel like after the freaking ball goes out of bounds, the game stops caring about the potential being fouls. Well, she almost freaking nails that too. Look, if we get one more, this guy leaves. Come on, that was a super delay in the situation. This Guti's wide open for a pass from Seager. It's just wide, like it just delays it. He's not moving anymore, so I think if we score again, this guy's out. Only delay. I feel like my shots are quicker with assisted on. There was definitely a delay right there. There's not even any power on it either. Gosh, King. I'm trying to figure out what is King good at. Kessler gets it. That's it, one more goal, this guy's out. All right, outro time. It's about the squad real quick. The formation worked, you know, we'll probably throw it right into the RTG because, you know, it did what it needed to do. Yeah, we still allowed some goals, but like I said, you're going to allow some goals in this game. I myself am, you know, not good at defending against a counterattack. And that's not going to change no matter what formation I use. A lot of people, they do this thing where it's like, if you're having a hard time, just change your formation. I feel like, you know, to quote Neil Guides, who, you know, is someone who's way more knowledgeable of this game than I am. He says, like, when it comes to formations, it might make you 10% better when it comes to, like, if you change from like a formation that's not meta to one that is meta, you might have like a 10% increase in how much better you perform. But that's if you go from, you know, a formation that's not meta to one that is. If you go from meta to meta, it won't really change all that much. I don't think my issue that I had in this game is formation related. When it comes to me struggling with counterattacks, it's just the way I play the game. I'm not a very defensive person. I'm good at manual defending, but I'm not someone who likes to have a defensive setup, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I like to have a lot of attacking options going. Just make sure we have two freaking, you know, playmakers. We have two people who are inverted wingback. You know, I like to attack. That's why I like to play the 4-3-3s, because I understand that, yes, without left mids and right mids, I have less defense, so that hurts me. But I just want to score goals, you know? I come from a mental thought process of, I just want to score some goals. You know, offense, offense, offense. Yeah, I just want to, like, you know, for those who watch American football, you know how in college there's an air raid offense, you know, which is just an offense where you're just throwing a ball a lot. You know, you're trying to just get 50 points a game when it comes to like touchdowns. You're not trying to have like some, you know, some 16-10s or 21-14s. Like you want 50 freaking points scored, and you don't even care if you allow freaking 30. You know, like, would it be nice to not allow freaking 3 goals a game? Sure. But If I'm winning games 9-4, I'm taking it. If I'm winning games freaking 6-3, I'll take it. You know, because it's still winning games. That's all I care about. And if I'm scoring goals, doing so. You know, Jaden Shaw was freaking insane. He scored a shit ton of goals today, just straight up freaking demolishing people. And quite frankly, I'll just say right now, with this formation, the way I had it set up, we finally got over the hump. For those who hasn't noticed it, I have not promoted in division until today. The reason being is I dominate the division until I get to the checkpoint. Not checkpoint, until I get to the promotion game. And every single time I get to the promotion game, I lose. Today, same thing. I dominated the division, got to the promotion game, but won. So, you know, it's not I needed better players. It's not, you know, not even really formation. It was I just needed to play my style of football, which is just attack, attack, attack. You know, just try to get those attacks off. And I will say I do think the kickoff change helped. Why? Because the new kickoff system that they have kind of pushes your team, you know, up a little bit. It's not as far back. I score a lot of goals off creating turnovers in the midfield. So if you watch my gameplays, you'll notice before the original kickoff change, I always will win the ball in midfield, score goals. And then during the change they made, I wasn't doing it anymore because my team was just too far back. You know, the opponent will do their kickoff and just walk right to freaking net because there's no one there to stop them. Change kickoff again for its current update. Now I'm doing that again. I'm over here creating offense by winning the ball in the midfield at kickoff because my team is not sitting far back. So that helps as well. So having a lot of offense is helping. The kickoff change, you know, allow my team to actually still, you know, to push up a little bit more. It's helping. Just in general, all that's helping. At the same time, I do think changing from precision to assisted helped. And here's why. I'm scoring more goals because it's assisted. Precision, I love precision. You know, there was no point last year where I ever thought to myself, switch to assisted because I didn't want to. Precision, I was scoring goals precision that I had no confidence in on assisted. And the reason why is because of the arrow. The little pointer that shows you where the ball's going to go gave me all the confidence in the world that I can take any shot I want to take because I know where that ball's going to go. And I feel like that trained me to be better with assisted, if it makes sense. Because now I don't need the freaking see arrow. I know how to aim this ball better because of precision. I said before in the video, the reason I made the change is because I wanted to see if my shots come off quicker. Because I've been having crazy shot delay and it's costing me games. Like a lot of games I've lost when it comes to promotion games because of just crazy shot delay. I wanted to see if it's actually delay or if precision shooting is slowing down my shot. Personally, I think it's both. I think both my shots are being slowed down by delay, but also I think precision shooting slows your shot down just a little bit so you can have the chance to change the angle. Because precision shooting, you can take the shot and change your angle from like the left to the right, and that's kind of what makes it like really, really good because you can just alter the angle, you know, mid shot. I think that slows it down a little bit because the game's trying to give that option. Whereas assisted, you don't really get to change the angle, you know, as when you hit the button to shoot. You know, once you hit the button to shoot, the ball's off your foot. I think that that intentional delay by the position itself to allow you to change your angle slows you down. So basically the way you counter that is you take your shots quicker. Like let's say instead of you take one less step, essentially you take one less step towards the net and then you fire your shot. Whereas with assisted on, I can just take the freaking shot the way I want to take it. It helps as well that I play people who are like dumb. Like these are some easy, like the entire time this game's been out, the easiest games I've played were these games this video. When it comes to like the ability for me to freaking score goals, there's only one game where someone moved the keeper, and I said before, people can move the keeper, they're not beating me. Keeper movement is what protects people from losing me every single game I play. Just calling a buck. And I would have had more goals in that game. Still won the game, but would have had more goals in that game if not for movement. But I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys. Have a great all day. Y'all stay safe. Be helpful to be William Archer. Do all things algorithm likes, like the video, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel grow, especially when it comes to liking and commenting. So yeah, I'll see you guys. I'm out of here. Deuces.